Hi, my name's Hannah. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be taking you through a full body 30-minute Pilates flow today. For today's props, I have ankle weights, which are 2 pounds each, and I have 3-pound dumbbells. As always, props are optional. This can be taken with no equipment at all, or you can even do it with heavier dumbbells than the 3 pounds I have today. We're getting set up on our backs. We're pulling our belly button to our spine. Back is flat to the mat, and we're finding a curl. Lifting our head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat. Our chin is off our chest. Our gaze is slightly elevated. Now you have the option to stay here, or you can float the legs to tabletop. It's important that our back stays flat while the legs are lifted, so if you feel any gaping at all, you can plant those feet back into the mat. In 2, we're going to hold the crunch at the top. In 1, hold it here. Toes tap the mat and lift. We tap and lift, keeping our back super flat. Head, neck, and shoulders are off the mat. Tapping light in those toes, controlling the weight on the way down, and squeezing, lifting it at the top. We tap, lift, squeeze. Tap down, lift, squeeze. On this next one, let's add the crunch back in. So we lift, lower all together, big lift, lower all together. If you feel like your back is starting to peel off the mat, you can take this one leg at a time, tapping the right foot down and then the left foot down, just alternating here. When you bring the legs in back to tabletop, I want you to be mindful of those knees not coming in past your hips, not bringing it too deep into the chest. You just want them aligned, stacking over those hips. Holding it here, we're going to tap alternating legs. Head, neck, and shoulders can lower down into the mat. We go left, tap right. We tap left, tap right. As you lay flat here, I want you to envision that belly button being pulled down into your spine. You're squeezing your core together here. In 6, we're going to hold it to one side. 5. In 4. In 3. 2. Last one, holding it here. My left leg is raised. I'm reaching past that left knee. My right leg extends out and then comes in. Adding in our upper abs, we reach with that extension and lower as we bring the knee in. Reaching as far as we can past that knee. Get ready to pulse it in 2 and 1. Hold that crunch, hold that extension. Just reach, reach, reaching for those toes. For 3, 2, 1, back to center, back to our taps. We go left. We tap right. I want you to think about the toes going down and out away from your body, tapping left, tapping right. Holding it to the right side here, reaching past that knee, left leg comes in and extends. Taking it out and in. Get ready to add the head, neck, and shoulders, lower and reach, lower and reach. Breathing through this. Reaching far. You have 4, 3, and we pulse. In 2 and 1, reach past that knee. Really trying to lift that left shoulder high off the mat. Reach and lower. Bringing the knees into your chest for a little hug. Rolling out the ankles. Letting the knees fall open. Opening up the hips. Stretching out the inner thigh. Taking a big inhale. On your exhale, bring the knees to your chest. Rock and roll up to a comfortable seat. Moving into tabletop, we'll take a few stretches of our hips, circling them out. Switching directions. Letting your body feel loose, feel good. Tucking those toes, sending your hips up for a downward dog. Pedaling out the heels. Pressing into those palms, shift forward for your high plank and back. Forward to that high plank and press back for that downward dog. Let that press back feel good, stretch in those shoulders. When you're in that high plank, I want you to create a nice long line with your body. Your chin is off your chest. Shoulders are stacked over your wrist and your gaze is down at your mat. Holding this next one in your high plank, walk the toes in for a bear hover and back out for that plank. Keeping those hips neutral. Try not to let your glutes go up to the ceiling here. We take it out, out, step it in. We go out, out, bring it in. We're holding our next one in that bear hover, knees tap down and lift, tap and lift, light little tap to the mat. We go down and lift, tap down and lift. Try to keep your neck in line with your spine, not letting it droop down. Looking between those hands, holding the bear hover here. We just hold and lower, take a child's pose. Taking a big inhale. Exhale, reach further for the top of your mat, letting your forehead rest on the mat. Then walk those hands to the right, hip pushes to the left. On your next exhale, hands walk to the left, hip pushes to the right. Relax that head down. And slowly coming out of it, we're getting into our arm section here, grabbing those dumbbells. We're going to get set up on our knees. Weights in hands, bicep curl to start. Weights come up to the shoulders and extend long. Find your lift and lower. Get ready to add in the thighs here. Hips are tucked, core is in tight. On your next lift, those hips come to a hover over the heels. We lift, lower to that hover. Our back is flat. Gaze is slightly elevated. Lift those arms, squeezing your bicep, creating that extra resistance here. We lift and lower the arms. Legs are totally optional. If you have any discomfort, you can take this standing in parallel, those feet under those hips, slight bend in the knees. Holding the hover, arms halfway, pulse up, tiny little lifts and lifts. Think about moving the arm up an inch, up and up. Holding the arms here, take it out and in. Rotating open, elbows are tight to our sides. You're just floating in that hover. If it's ever too much, you can come out of it. Another great option if you did want to level up would be to add a ball between those thighs and keep a squeeze in on that ball. In 3, we hold our arms out. In 2 and 1, we lift those hips, serve the platter, and squeeze it lower. Squeezing those elbows behind your back, lift and squeeze. Remember, we're just hovering over those heels. Lift up, squeeze in with those arms. In 4, we hold those arms lifted. 3, 2, last 1, holding here, pulse it up, tiny little lift and lift. You can see those weights in your peripheral vision, relaxing those shoulders away from your ears. Just lift. I know that burn is starting to build in our arms. Our goal is to keep them lifted the entire time. Fighting through that little burn, start to walk the hands to center in front of your body, keeping that pulse going. Tiny little lifts and lifts. Our hips are still tucked here, our core is in tight. In 4, we bring the weights to tap our shoulders. In 2 and on 1, we bring it in and extend. Bring it in, extend. Our palms are lifted to the ceiling. Our feet are flat, we're not tucking our toes here. Breathing, trying not to hold your breath. Tap it in and out. On this next one, I want you to hold them out long. Find your pulse again. Little lift and lift. We lift. 3, 2, 1. Tap those weights. Up and down. Up and down, like you're creating a big beach ball with those hands. Tap up and down. You're almost out of this, I promise. I know it's burning. 8 count right here. You have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we drop the weights. Last one, lower it down. Shake it out, roll out the neck, roll out the shoulders. Reconnecting with your breath here, taking your inhales and exhales, and switching directions with that neck roll. Slow and controlled, hanging out anywhere extra. Then coming into tabletop. Weight is in that right hand, left leg is extended long behind us. We bring the elbow in tight for a row and extend. That leg lifts as our elbow comes in for that row. We lift and lower, lift and lower. Our leg is super straight, we're pointing through that toe. We lift and lower. Holding it at the top to add our tricep extension, take it out, in, lower, lift. We're reaching the weight for those toes. The knee bends, extends, we lower, lift. Bend the knee, extend, lower, lift. Arm goes out, in, tap down, and lift. Take it out, bring it in, tap down, and lift. In 2, we isolate our tricep extension. In 1, you hold that leg lifted and just find that bend and extend. Arm goes out and in. We find our bend and extend. That thigh is just floating there. Hips are squared, both are down facing towards the mat. Pulse it up here, lift, lift. Both the leg and the arm move up towards the ceiling. Big lift and lift. You have 2 and 1, lower it down. Shake it out, wiggle out those hips. Setting up for side 2, weight goes into the left hand, right leg extends. We find our row and lower, lift and lower. Only lifting that leg as high as you can while keeping the back flat. It doesn't matter if you're 1 inch off the mat, 4 or higher, you want to keep that nice flat back here. We lift and lower. Getting ready to add in that tricep extension, we reach for the toes and lower to the mat. Reach and lower. That leg bends and extends, tap down, lift, bend the leg, extend, tap down, and lift. Remember that thigh just floats here. Your hand is high, reaching past that hip. Lower, lift, reach back. Good. Squeezing that core in tight, singling it out, just tricep extensions right here, reaching back with that weight and control. That leg is controlled here, nice and slow, binding your bend and extending. This is your reminder to not hold that breath, to keep your neck in line with your back. Let's pulse it out here, lift up and up like the toe is reaching to meet the ceiling. Lift and lift. 4, you have 3, 2, 1, lower it down, wiggle it out, take a child's pose. Big inhale here, exhale, relax the forehead to the mat, relax the shoulders down, slowly coming up, weights to the side, moving onto our backs here. Setting up for our glute bridge, back is flat to the mat, palms press into the mat. Tuck those hips, pressing the heels, the toes into the mat. Slowly peel the hips to a hover. From here, you're going to lift up, lower to that hover, lift to hover, lift to hover. It might feel good to close those eyes and just focus on your glutes here, squeezing at the top. You lift and lift. We're getting ready to single out the legs here. In 4, we hold the hips and add an extension of that right leg. In 3, 2, and on 1, hold it high. Right leg moves. We lift the hips, right leg extends, bends, lower, lift, extend, bend, and lower. You're pressing into that left heel that's still on the mat. Lift, extend, bend, lower. Everything is controlled here. Bend and lower. Know that those ankle weights are optional. You can do this with just your body weight. This is your workout. You take what works for you and leave what doesn't. Last one here. On this next one, you hold that leg extended at the top, flex to lower that leg, and point to lift. Flex, lower that leg, point to lift. Create that resistance. I want you to stretch your leg really long, flex to lower, point to lift. Flex to lower, squeeze on that lift. Can you get your hips a little bit higher here? Nice. Give me 2 nice and slow reps here. Really controlled. Hold at the top and pulse it up, pressing through that left heel. 3, 2, 1, lower it down. Coming down onto that right hip, we're setting up for our clamshell. We open and close the knees. Heels and toes are together. We're lifted out of that neck, lifting our obliques up. You can be set up on your forearm, or your head can fall into your hand, whatever's comfortable. Your hips are stacked on top of each other. Weight is forward. That left hand is pressing into the mat to keep you leaning a little bit forward. You open and close, open and close. I like to play around with my movement when I'm in clamshell. Some things feel better for me when I'm on my forearm, and some things feel better when my head is down in my hand. You just find what works. Holding the thigh back here, I want you to do tiny presses back and back, little press back and back. Your toes and heels are still together. In 4, we tap our knees and toes. In 2 and 1, we tap our knee and toes. Tap knee and toes. That hip is rotating down when you tap the knees and then opening back up when you tap the toes. So we tap knees and toes, tap and tap. In 4, we ditch the toes. 3, and we just tap those knees. In 2, in 1, right here, tap those knees, tap. Your shin is angled up towards the ceiling, and your knee is tapping down and down. Hip is turned down. We tap and tap. I'm going to come down to my hand because we're going to add extensions onto this. So we tap, extend the leg, tap the knees, extend the leg. Pointing through those toes, take it out, tap down. Take it out, tap down. In 4, we hold it extended. Tap. In 3, tap. In 2, tap. And 1, holding it here. Tiny little lifts. Lift. Lift. It does not matter how high your leg is here. You want those hips stacked. You want a straight leg. Hold here. Flex the foot and point it. Flex and point so that leg just floats here. Flex and point. Holding the next one flexed, we find a little bend as we climb up and bend as we climb down. We lift, lift, take it down, down, climb up, up, take it down, and down. Tiny, small movements. Think about climbing 2 inches up and 2 inches down. Pressing the energy through that heel. Holding the next one at your highest point here. I want you to find your little lifts, pulsing that leg up. This is where we finish on this side. Just pulse and pulse. Pulse and lower, tapping it out. I know that booty is burning. It feels like it's really tough, but great work keeping that leg lifted. Rolling back onto our backs, we have our other side, setting up for those glute bridges. Peel those hips up and lower. Lift and lower. Remember, we're only coming down to that hover. Pressing through our heels, lift and lift. Palms are into the mat, shoulder blades are into the mat, core is in tight, hips are slightly tucked here. Add that left leg. Lower, lift, extend, bend, lower, lift, extend, bend. We're pressing through that right heel. Left leg is super controlled as you lift it, extend, bend, lower, and lift, extend, bend, lower, and lift. I want you to really softly put those toes down. Don't let the weight take over here. Take it down. Squeeze, lift. Nice work, guys. In 2, we're going to hold that leg at the top. In 1, we lower, lift, extend, flex that foot, and point. Leg goes down with a flex and lifts with a point. Hips are high here. Maybe you squeeze and get an inch higher. You're breathing through this, pressing deep into that right heel. Point and lift, flex and lower. We hold it in 4, 3, pulse in 2, give me your last 1, holding it at the top, press those hips up, up, lift and lift, you've got it, nice work, hold on to it, and lower. Coming onto that left hip for our clamshell. Knees are stacked, toes and heels together, scooping up out of those obliques, you open and close, open and close. Your shoulder is over your elbow. Your right hand is pressing into the mat to keep your weight forward. As always, you have the option to come down to your hand. In 8, we're going to pulse it back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this 1, little press back and back, tiny little back and back. Now you guys know what to expect for this sideline series. After this, you are out of the glutes. Holding on to this burn, let it build up the thigh. Little press, now we tap and tap. Tap knees, tap toes. Really rotate that hip down when you tap those knees. Down, open, down, and open. We have 6 more with the toes. 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1, just the knees. Tap, tap. I'm coming down to my head. It feels better for me and my range of motion. You do what feels good for you. Those toes are angled up towards the ceiling. We tap and tap. Prepare for the extension. We added in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend, tap, extend, and tap. Remember, it doesn't matter how high that leg is. We want to point the energy through those toes. Tap and open. Tap, open that hip. Tap, open that hip. In 3, we hold it extended. In 2 and 1, holding it out. Little pulse up, up, pulse up, and up. Keep that lift going, thinking about going up an inch and up. Little lift and lift. Our core is still being used here. Our obliques should start to feel like they're turning on. Holding it here, we flex and point. Flex the foot and point. I know these ankle weights are 2 pounds, but they're starting to feel like 20 pounds to me. That leg feels really heavy. Maybe you fight against that weight and you take it 1 inch higher. Holding the flex on this next one, we find our baby bend and press, climbing up and back down for 2, and up for 2. Take it down for 2, pressing with that heel. Lower, lift up, up, lower, down, down. Climb up, up, lower, down, and down. Good work, guys. On your next climb up, we're going to hold it at our highest point and pulse to finish this leg. Lift to finish, lift, lift, take it higher. You have 4, 3, 2, 1, lower it down, tap it out. Nice work, guys. We have our core finisher and then we are out of here. When you're ready, roll onto your back, thinking about pulling the spine into the mat. Arms float up, framing our chest. Palms are facing our thighs. We lift, palms face the mat, and lower. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders, and lower. Lift up, and lower. Now you can stay here with your feet pressing into the mat, or you can add on to this and have the legs float to tabletop. Press and lower, those toes tap. Lift up, lower, those toes tap. Your back never leaves the mat the entire time. Your gaze is up past your toes. Nice work, good control, nice and slow. We lift. In 4, we hold our crunch. 3, 2, and on 1, press those palms down, down, using the resistance. Maybe your legs go out and straighten. You press and press. Little down and down, pump through those arms. We move to bicycles after this. Maybe you drop those legs a little lower. Lift the shoulders a little higher. Keep breathing. Last one, hands behind the head, twist it out, bicycles to finish. Bringing your elbow to your opposite knee, taking it out and twist. Think about how hard you just worked. This is your finish line. How fast do you want to get there? How controlled? You showed up for you. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, and we stretch in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to chest. Take a breath here. Ditch those ankle weights if you have them. Hug those knees in tight to your chest. Roll out the ankles, letting your knees fall open, stretching out the inner thighs, opening up the hips. Back to center, that left foot plants into the mat. Right ankle over your left knee, reach through it for your figure 4. Inhale, exhale, bring it deeper. Hands stay where they are. Your right leg will go long to the mat, left leg long to the ceiling. Point and flex that left foot. Start to roll out the ankle. And switch directions. Your eyes can close here. Walking your hands up your calf, relax your jaw, relax your eyebrows, pulling it deep into your chest. And that right foot plants into the mat, left ankle over that right knee, reach through it for your figure 4. Bringing it deeper into your chest. Hands stay where they are. Your left leg is going to float down to the mat. Right leg stays where it is. You point and flex that foot. Rolling out the ankle here. Switching directions. Walk your hands up your calf, pull it into your chest. Big inhale. Exhale, bring it deeper. Right knee bends to chest. Left knee comes to join it. We're going to rock and roll, massaging that spine. Maybe you play around with your core and your balance here, seeing if you can hover those feet over the mat, sending it back and hovering those feet. When you're comfortable, you come to the top. Crisscross closing breaths here. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, push it away. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, push it away. Last one, your biggest inhale. Hands to heart center for that exhale. Big clap, way to go, guys. Thank you so much for moving with me today.